while we are waiting for everyone, hi Amit, hi Food Shri. I think it's Priyank. Okay. Uh, Shriti, I would love if you can also change your name over there. It would be very easy for us. Hi Amit, hi Varuna, Ashok. I love it like how active everyone has gotten here, and I hope everyone is excited for today's topic too. Before we start our webinar, for those who are new to the community, we always run a poll so that our speaker also understands all our audiences better. So if you can see the poll, give me a thumbs up and please reply. Hope everyone can see the poll. Sarthak, can you see the poll? Can you give me a thumbs up? Perfect. So meanwhile, everyone is giving the polls and introducing themselves. A lot of you messaged me on WhatsApp, will this session be recorded? Yes, don't worry about it. We record every session and we put it on a YouTube. So you don't have to worry if you've missed out on anything because of any other reason. Okay, so we've gotten some good responses. I'm going to share the result. I hope everyone can see it. Uh, our first question was who you are. So a lot of you are restaurant owners and cloud kitchen owners, and some of you are also planning to start your own restaurant. I think this session is going to be a perfect mix of each. I hope Sarthak is actually seeing this. It's particularly for him. We have a great combination of every people from all parts of India. We try to ask it so we can keep our sessions very language neutral for everyone. And lastly, my favorite question, do you know about Petpooja? Uh, I am so happy to see 78 of you using us. Thank you so much. For those who don't use us, I would love to meet you. And those who want to see the demo, you can reach out to me anytime. We'll be circulating a form, so don't worry about it. With this, good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy to have all of you today. And this is a new timing that we are experimenting because festival season is starting. Lunch orders are going to be huge. So we decided why not we do post lunchtime. I hope this timing works out well for you because if it doesn't, always you can DM me. And with this, today we have gotten a very new webinar after a month with Sarthak. A lot of you know Sarthak who have been coming to our webinars. For those who don't, Sarthak is a restaurant consultant who has consulted more than 800 restaurants. If you know him, you can always go check out his page called Tech Taste Food, where he's coming up with great podcasts. He's coming up with a lot of great content, which are essentially testimonials from his clients. We know Sarthak very well because we have been working together for over a couple of months. He is also a Petpooja client. That is how we got along. And more than that, you will get to know way more about him during this session. And before we start, a little about the community. Again, for those who are new to the community, this is a foodpreneurs community, which is all about restaurants, F&B industry, and the businesses, like-minded community who have come together to discuss everything about the industry. We organize everything for free of cost, which is free webinars, free sessions. We invite you to a lot of events where we are and keep you updated about all the government regulations. So if you are not a part of this community, if you are not a part of any WhatsApp groups that we are on, please message us right now. My team will send you a link so you're added. We don't charge for anything again. So please make sure you're a part of this community and you get updated about everything. And I'm your host, Shivani. I am the admin and I take care of all these things. And I also look after marketing and Petpooja. With this, we are going to start our today's session with Sarthak. Sarthak, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarthak.
I believe
Good afternoon.
I should you. I am so glad that people are so responsive and actually, they're typing in the chat box, and that's the kind of community that you and Pete Pooja and all the speakers have created. Like I'm so glad for that.
Thank you so much, Sarthak. Honestly, right now, if I don't know if people know, today I was very angry with Sarthak because आज हम लोग का बहुत delay पे चल रहा था because I was thinking we might have to delay, But luckily, even after so much of work, he took out time for all of you today, specifically. So please make sure if you have any questions about anything related to the restaurant industry, you can really ask him. One of his expertise are, which I personally believe, are Zomato, Swiggy, and online offline sales. I feel he and his team are doing a tremendous job in the same thing. And we have covered a lot of webinars on the same. So if you really have any questions, I mean it, just ask him. Today is the best place to do that. And with this, Sarthak, I would love that. Can you tell us a little about today's topic? What are you planning to talk about? And essentially, what is the main pain point that you want to address in today's webinar?
So, I believe 108 people are there and active on the webinar. So the topic for the webinar today is something which I was really excited about, and I proposed this plan. I was like, let's do this topic to Shivani ki aise aise karna hai. Reason being that I am into the industry when Shivani has given such a great introduction for me and the team that we have been working with more than 800 brands pan India, not over some part of India. We are across India. So we get that recommendations, we get that suggestions, we get that feedbacks every day now and then. So the idea for today's webinar is that how you guys can actually, or you guys should consider boosting your sales, capturing market share during this period of time, which is these 4 5 months: September, October, November, December, and January. Because these are the months of this restaurant industry wherein you can actually get the best market share. Festive season hai. So the whole idea about this webinar revolves around that how to maximize your revenue, how to maximize your profits during festival season. So the whole intention behind this webinar or multiple webinars which we have had in the past or we might have in the future is that we want to make sure that everybody is aware about what's happening in the industry. And particularly me, I am very honest and loyal and blunt to my work. So I always give the transparent and the right side of the business,
So true. I
right?
think I
So
would agree with that, Sarthak, that you have always been very honest about every kind of logic or anything that you're giving, that this will work out and this might not work out, because that is something
and
tried
my
and tested.
yeah, and trust me, my logics are very much experience based. My logics are not that I've had that books for them or I have gone out, asked somebody, went on Google, read those big blogs and coming here. My logics, my whatever I say on webinars or to my clients are very much experienced with different brands, different brand stories, different life cycles of brands. So this point of time, specific point of time which we are in, these months are the months जहाँ पे आप लोग maximum business कर सकते हो. And with the help of Paid Puja, with the help of this such beautiful community and platform, we can actually make sure that you all should know how to make sure कि आप वो right business ले रहे हो.
Very
So
true.
that is the whole agenda.
Very true. So before we start the presentation, because we always do, for those who are new to the community, again to the webinar, Sarthak will be taking and presenting his points and his knowledge for the next 20 minutes. After that, the entire session is open to Q&A. So if you did not understand anything, if you want to ask anything out of the entire PPT, or you want to understand anything in depth, you can directly leave us a message on the chat box and me and my team will address it to Sarthak directly. So with this, Sarthak, should I share my screen?
Definitely, Shivani.
Sarthak, also before I'm sharing my screen, can you do one more thing? One question that you want to ask the audience and the audience needs to reply on the chat box. I want you to ask one question today. It can be anything like, do they actually do seasonal menus or festival menus, or are they on Zomato Swiggy, or are they planning to get on one? Anything that you would like to
So
ask.
one question that I would ask to the entire community that is active here right now is how do you vision your brand today and how do you plan to vision your brand a year downside?
Can we like have like a one worder or a something like that question? Anything
That
like a yes or no, or something that can be answered in a word.
are you profitable? So yes, everybody can answer. If everybody, the question is, are you
You can be
profitable? And
honest,
we
guys. It's okay. You can also
yes,
say
guys, this is it's a very open question that are you profitable? Yes or no. If no, then we are here. And if yes, then also we are here. So
Very interesting
that would be,
question, Sarthak.
I can see many responses are coming in.
The
And
thing
I
is,
can
a
see
lot of
major,
people are DMing me no. That's why I'm not able to see a lot of no's in the chat right now.
I am seeing major yes, which is quite amazing and rare these days. So
Yeah, but I
that
also
is
see a
that
lot
is,
of no and a lot of neutrals over here.
I can see one no, 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 no.
Guys,
So
the
let's be honest about business. Guys, when I come on the platform and speak about a particular topic, trust me, why I always come late to work or things which are committed. Reason is that I'm always on the ground, on the job with the clients. Kabhi I am in Rishikesh, kabhi I am in Calcutta, kabhi I am in Bangalore, kabhi I am in Pune, kabhi I am in Mumbai, kabhi I am in Delhi. So my whole intention towards work is that I come with a lot of feedbacks, a lot of experience, a lot of ground realities. And that is the whole idea. This webinar is free of cost for the reason that you get maximum awareness, maximum know-how. So nobody in this industry at least would give you a know-how, which at least, and which is so amazing that Petpooja has created that community, that you guys are getting that know-how here and such actively.
Thank you, Sarthak. No, absolutely. We want to always do that. But before we take this conversation forward, I think we can start the webinar now. I hope you can see my screen. And knowing the question that everyone has like answered right now, we have actually a proper mix of yes, no, and only two, three neutrals. So you can see there are a lot of extreme ends. So I think today's webinar is definitely going to be very exciting. With this, the floor is all yours, Sarthak.
Thank you. Yeah, so the topic for the day is that how to boost your restaurant sales during this festival season, these months that we have now. That we are in October, November, September is already ending. We are in October, November, December, and January. These 4 months coming ahead of us with many festivals lined up already. How to boost your sales, how to capture market share, how to turn yourself profitable, what should be the necessary takeaways, what should be the necessary steps that you need to follow in the pipeline, everything. And if you are planning, which I, according to the polls which I just saw, major people are from North India, then South India, and many major percentages that people are restaurant owners already into the industry. And many people are there as well who want to come into the business and actually understand the structure of the business and know how to make money or how they will make money out of this complete setup. So yeah, we can just take the presentation ahead and see what is going to be the agenda for the day. So the agenda for the day that we will talk about today in brief, guys, this topic today is actually very important. So definitely all the webinars are important, but this topic is something which is very real time. Us coming on to the webinar, taking this presentation today was very spontaneous and was not very planned a month before. So the topic is so real time and the topic is so short term that if आज हम लोग इस चीज को समझ लेंगे और एक्चुअली रिकलेक्ट कर लेंगे, we can actually make sure that we make money in these 4 months next. So the topics are crafting the perfect festival menu, dominating the market during this festival season, Zomato Swiggy campaigns and conversion, and the prime time to launch your restaurant business. These are the 4 agendas, 4 small topics that we're going to be talking in brief, in whole structure. So let's take it ahead without any further ado. So we've already given a good introduction of me or everything. So yeah, we can just skip this part. Our whole agenda, our whole team agenda is to tell you how to make money. The greatness of culture can be we are in is a country of masses and a country of cultures and religions. In our country, every culture, every religion is celebrated with the maximum energy, with the maximum harmony. So the whole idea is that we are going to talk about every culture, every festival today. The ratio is 5 months greater than 7 months. September, October, November, December, January are actually the best months of the business. Rest all the months are good, but these 4 5 months are the months wherein you can actually make sure कि आपको को रोकना is the major task of a restaurant. Rest everything runs in the back end. Festival lineup that we have coming ahead of us is Durga Puja, Dussehra, Navratri, Diwali, Halloween parties, Chhat Puja, Karwa Chauth, Dhanteras, Bhai Dooj, Gujarati New Year, Christmas, New Year, Makar Sankranti, Lohri, and Pongal. All of these festivals are big festivals, and the vibe around these festivals is also very beautiful. So this is the time where people are actually going out. People are actually wanting to spend. People are actually wanting to taste new. People are actually going out, having get-togethers. There are big groups. They don't care about how much they are spending, what is going to be the ticket size. So these are very energetic and very vibe-full months, I would say. So these are the festival. These are the festival lineup that we have ahead of us, and we're going to talk about how to make sure that you capture the right menu and the right market for you. We can take this ahead. Yeah. Crafting the perfect festival menu. So guys, if you are already on Swiggy and Zomato, you are the first customers and then you are a business owner, first of all. So whenever you go on to Swiggy and Zomato, you never, very rarely you search for the restaurant name. You search for the dish. For example, if I want to have a North Indian food, I will search for dal makhani or dal bukhara. Or if I want to have South Indian, I will search for idli, rasam, dosa. If I want to have something in continental, I would search for a pasta and pizza. Very rarely I would know, okay, I want to have it from here, because the supply, Swiggy, Zomato, jitne brands listed hai, they confuse everybody. Trust me. Nobody would actually decide, okay, I want to order this from this only, because every day there is a new player and every day you want to explore more. So the Swiggy supply and the Zomato supply is so high that every day you get a new brand or every alternate day, and you get to understand, okay. So many people search for dish and very rarely people search for restaurant names. So when you search for a dish, just imagine it's Diwali or it's Holi or any festival that is there, or it's Durga Puja or Ganesh Chaturthi is already we are in. If customer comes in and wants to order modaks in Ganesh Chaturthi, Swiggy pe gaye, Swiggy mein modak search kiya, and there's a restaurant which is actually giving modaks as a freebie with the whole menu. Customer will open that menu, okay, I am getting modaks and I can actually order food as well. Or if there is Diwali, people can actually create menus, Diwali meals, party packs for the clients, for the customers, wherein you are actually giving a full course meal with a beautiful seasonal dessert. Customer ko kya lagega, yaar, wow, this is something unique. I have seen restaurant, I have been around people, what we perform is we actually change the whole menu. Christmas pe we create a menu which is very much oriented towards that create the food that creates that warmth. We change the entire photo shoot. Christmas ke sath they will come up a photo shoot that will be very red, very snowy, something like that, so that people can actually relate to the USP of the brand. Okay, this is a brand XYZ and ye brand actually deliver kar raha hai. This is the industry which needs advancement. What I see every day is people are in losses. Many people are here would also be feeling that we are only burning money, we are in losses, we are not able to get out of money. Petpooja is helping us to sort our PNL, everything. Still, there are challenges because the metrics that Swiggy and Zomato have created specifically for online are very tight and rigid. So the whole idea is कि पैसे निकलते ही नहीं है, और हम लोग होप करते हैं as restaurant owner, we just hope, okay, this month we booked a loss of ₹1,00,000, next month we might cut down the loss, but we don't do any advancement. So this is a topic, crafting your menu in a way where you can actually make sure that it is an advancement and you are actually creating a USP for the brand. Pongal will come in January. Around Pongal, there is a lot of community which are actually searching for good Pongal lunches and dinners at their home. So there is a restaurant which is actually delivering good food. In Navratri, there will be people who will be searching for fast, for the people who are actually maintaining and making sure that they are on fast for the 9 days of Navratri. They want to order food which is very much Navratri centric, without onion, garlic, without any preservatives or chemicals. So there is a brand which I know who's only doing a separate brand which is giving fast meals, which is giving meals which are very much without onion and garlic. So people can order from that brand. There will be brands around Diwali who will be actually making sure that their whole menu, the top line of the menu, the top categories of the menu is actually giving combos, party packs, so that maximum people can order. So crafting that perfect festival menu is important to cater every customer. There will be big groups of people sitting together and they want to order. So they would prefer ordering from a brand which is actually very much curated for their mindset. That okay, they're sitting around Diwali party and they want to order. People who are from North India would know how lavish and how amazing Diwali parties are, and the trend here is. People would want to make sure that let's order something which is very much curated for them. So menu creates an impression in the customer's mindset that this brand is good, this brand is taking a step to deliver. Rest आप जितने brands उठा के देख लो सब same है. This business is so exploited that very few people have made sure that they have USPs, unique selling points. है ही नहीं लोगों के पास unique selling points. Every North Indian brand is selling the same dal makhani. The taste might differ, the price might differ, the costing might differ, the P&L might differ. But on a customer point of view, the USP is nowhere. Crafting a festival menu will create a USP for the brand. Ki yaar, Christmas aaya hai, I opened this brand. This is an ice cream brand, and this has actually made sure that the names of the items are very different. The photo shoot of the items is very different. The packaging of the item is very different. Imagine you are sitting at your home, and I will never say that you change the whole menu. This topic does not mean that you change your menu. You add to your menu. आपका एक पूरा category है menu की. You just add 2 more categories, 10 more items, and just if for that particular season, you just don't need to change the menu. Addition is what is required. Advancement is what is required. You advance your menu. You make sure you bring in new items. So that is the kind of want to create with your brand. And trust me, this is a business where people are very aggressive to work. The competition is very high. आप स्विगी खोलोगे आपको आज भी दिख जाएंगे. There will be 2,000 restaurants in your area who are delivering, and out of 2,000, 60% to 70% of the brands are delivering same kind of food. So guys, आप लोग I've read I should speak in Hindi. Okay, आप अपने मेन्यू में पूरा मेन्यू स्क्रैप और चेंज मत करो. मेन्यू के अंदर डालो चीजें, ऐड करो. इफ दिवाली है, अगर आपको पता है दिवाली आ रही है, गणेश चतुर्थी चल रही है, क्रिसमस है, न्यू ईयर है, पोंगल है, आपके पूरे मेन्यू के अंदर आप 5 आइटम तो ऐसे ऐड कर सकते हो जो अगर कस्टमर सर्च करेगा. With festivals, there are very selective items. Guj, special desserts ho gaye, something like that. So you add those kind of items. You add those kind of mass catering brands. कि आपने ब्रांड के अंदर ही मास केटरिंग पैकेजेस बना दिए, एंड अ थाली फॉर 4 relate. So people, Swiggy, Zomato, launching new user. Zomato पे आया और उसने आके सर्च किया एक कंप्लीट नॉर्मल कस्टमर आया और कस्टमर ने आके देखा कि यार एक ब्रांड है जो ऐसा पैकेज है, ऐसा कॉम्बो दे रहा है. तो वो कस्टमर को एक्वायर करने के लिए, उस कस्टमर को बुलाने के लिए, you did not have to pay anything. Understand, there is a cost of acquiring every customer on Swiggy and Zomato, on these aggregators. POCs will come up with CPCs, cost per click. Consultants will come up with you that run ads, make sure you are burning so much ads. Prestigious of the brands are running maximum on the ads, and the biggest revenue source for aggregators is ads. So there is a cost. But this is the season where the cost of making that customer come to you is negligible or less, because people are only searching for new brands. लोग ढूंढ रहे होते हैं इस टाइम पे. People are very I would say the intention of the mind is to try, to pay, to spend, to enjoy. So उस energy में when we do our business we grow. So people search for dishes and not restaurant names. Definitely there will be people who will be ordering from their loyal brands, but many people are searching for dishes. That is why you will see एक saturation जब आपका business में आता है ना, तो saturation बहुत ज्यादा time sustain नहीं होता, क्योंकि supply बढ़ती जा रही है, नए नए brands आते जा रहे हैं. Now why do you need to craft a new menu? Festival menu helps you to align and relate with your brand. Example, Navratri thalis, special modaks, Diwali special combos, house party packs, Pongal lunch, etc. Swiggy Zomato sales are very much supply and demand, as I told just right now. The supply is increasing every day, but demand is increasing very slow. Delivering restaurant 2000 है इस week के अंदर, for example. और जो supply और जो demand है, the people who want to order every day, 6,000 people are ordering from Swiggy, for example. Now on Monday 5,000 people ordered, on Tuesday 5,500 people ordered, on Wednesday 6,000 people ordered, but the buffer will only be in this sector only. It will not be 7,000, 8,000 abruptly. And the delivering brands will keep on increasing. The next week also the brands will increase. So you need to make sure कि आपका brand एक USP create कर रहा है. I will tell you, very beautiful Chinese brand, very legacy Chinese brand, for example, there is one in the market, और 5 नए brands खुलते हैं who want to compete with that brand. So what they would do is they would make sure that they actually are replacing that legacy brand. So you need to make sure and you need to understand that every time your brand is on Swiggy and Zomato, you are creating a USP. We can take this ahead, Shwani. Yeah. Dominating the market during festivals. इस टाइम पे actually make sure कैसे करें कि आपका जो market share आ रहा है. Understand what is market share. Market share represents the percentage of the industry or a market's total sales that are earned by you, by a restaurant. उन 6,000 कस्टमर्स में से जो ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं, उन 6,000 कस्टमर से कितने परसेंटेज कस्टमर्स ऐसे हैं जो आपसे ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं. So that is the thing. Festivals give you a very high chance to capture maximum market share. Why? When I say 5 is greater than 7 in accordance to months, that means 5 months of a business cycle are bigger than rest 7 months. People tend to give more time to apps. They actually entertain Swiggy and Zomato more during festival time because they actually have that time. So that is the kind of energy in the business. And इस time पे अगर आप लोग make sure करते हो that you are delivering the right product with the right strategy, you make money. To acquire new market share, जैसे अभी किसी ने question पूछा, when you plan to acquire new market share, you need that new market share is new user for you. For that new user, either you burn an amount, either you run a cost per click ad, or you spend something, or you understand that with these time changes, with these festival changes, you entertain customer with different strategy. So dominating the market in festival is very easy. You can capture the maximum market share. One, you can make sure customers try your food. Second, the cost of bringing that customer to you is less. Third, and fourth, if your food is good, the customer will retain. By adding new menu, adding to your menu, you can actually make sure, you can actually understand, and the customers can relate to the brand. Yeah, we can take this ahead. Help during this time. Aggregators are Swiggy and Zomato. Swiggy and Zomato का बहुत simple structure है. They want to create a market, or I would say they have created a market which is very discount centric. 151 people sitting here would relate to this when I say this. They have created a discount centric market. Every customer who's coming to the platform is coming with a vision that I will get a discount of 100 rupees, 120 rupees. So this is burning our hands. Customer is getting that right discounted, which is great. But we have to think about ourselves. कि यार मैं एक 15 घंटे की ड्यूटी दे रहा हूं, एक शिफ्ट चला रहा हूं, and I'm not even getting out my labor charges personally. So that is painful. And I see that every day to people who are coming us and just like consulting with us. Swiggy and Zomato का interface जो है, it is very channelized. You open Swiggy and Zomato anytime, you will see different campaigns, multiple campaigns running at the same time. 60% off, 50% off, 40% off. If there's a match day deals, above 250, get 125 off. So these are flat discounting which Swiggy is doing or Zomato is doing. This is an attraction for the customer. So understand, whenever festivals come, whenever festivals are in pipeline, or any kind of event is in pipeline, any big match is in pipeline, like IPL or one day series were going on, match day deals, so there are different campaigns that become live. When you open Swiggy, you will see Diwali campaign running. In that Diwali campaign, if you order, you are actually getting a 60% off, and if you're listed to that campaign, your outlet is being in that traffic. Maximum traffic comes to campaigns. Restaurants who do not run any discount, anything on Swiggy and Zomato, उनके पास visibility बहुत कम होती है, क्योंकि उनका Swiggy Zomato का structure ही campaign oriented है. आप Swiggy Zomato पे आओगे, आपको सबसे पहले campaigns दिखेंगे. आप campaign click करोगे, आपको 200 outlet दिखेंगे. अब as a restaurant owner, my target is that I should be in all the campaigns, which many restaurant owners don't do. Make sure you negotiate with the company. Make sure you expect something from your POCs, that they work on the brand, and you make sure that you are in all the campaigns so that you are getting that right visibility. Swiggy Zomato has a very channelized interface which has all the campaigns and discounting very well segregated. Different campaigns, different discounting, और सब brands list होते हैं उन campaigns के अंदर. With multiple festivals incoming, they have separate campaigns and branding for them. In the next slide, I've added few screenshots wherein you will see what kind of campaigns we are talking. Diwali campaign, Pongal campaign, Eid campaign, Durga Puja campaign, match day deals. So different campaigns are running. You list your outlet to all campaigns. आपको visibility मिलती है, आपके पास वो traffic आता है. Your listing or you listing your brands under these campaigns actually makes you visible to the new customers coming in. When you are in Swiggy and Zomato, you have a cost of acquiring every customer. That's why you run ads. That's why you pay to the company. So understand, when you are in a discount campaign or a festival campaign, you have that free visibility. आपने ad run करी हुई है या नहीं करी हुई है. Customer will come into that campaign, click on the Diwali campaign, see your brand and understand, okay, should I order this from this brand or not? Many people are struggling that outlet profitable नहीं है, business profitable नहीं है, fail हो गया, 6 महीने में बंद कर दिया. Understand, there is a right time to run ads. We have taken a webinar for that. Not everybody should run ad. There is a right time to run ad. After that right time, you need to understand, you need to deliver to the customer in a way wherein the customer retains, wherein the customer actually persists ordering from your brand. Your ads at this time have a better conversion. Check the insights I've written. Why? If on a festival season you are running ad, ब्रांडिंग बहुत ज्यादा चल रही है, और आपका जो रेस्टोरेंट है अगर उस पे एड्स चल रही है, एंड एड्स का मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको आपके पीओसीज आपके किसी भी स्पोक ने बोला दैट ओके द गाइडेंस फॉर योर ब्रांड इज यू रन 1000 क्लिक्स अ डे, स्नैक, लेट नाइट डिनर, ऑल द स्लॉट्स, एंड आपने वो रन कर दिया. दैट इज नॉट द वे. यू नीड टू मेक श्योर आपका ब्रांड किस टाइम पे मैक्सिमम पीक कस्टमर्स पे आएगा. आपको you need to understand what is the type of food that you are delivering and at what time you can deliver the maximum. So you need to make sure you give the right insights about your brand to your POC, and you read all the insights after running the ads. And I can bet you festival times pe conversion of every ad is amazing. Imagine your menu has a USP that you serve your cuisine and actually launch few festival items or menus and new people come in. This is actually a brownie attraction, and I have personally seen few outlets performing it really well. So we have a client called Cream Bon, ice cream brand. Festival Christmas se pehle ice cream brand hai. Christmas pe we understand it's in north part of India. It's cold in December, and Christmas comes in December. How to boost sales? एक separate photo shoot है जो सिर्फ Christmas के time पे लगता है. कस्टमर उस फोटोशूट को देख के इतना अट्रैक्ट होता है दैट पीपल फोटो स्पीक्स. अ गुड फोटोशूट स्पीक्स अबाउट योर ब्रांड. द नेम विल बी द सेम एज अदर ब्रांड आउटलेट, cuisine or dish, but your photo will speak about your brand. So with new attraction to your menu, I am not saying it will be a very big task to change the menu. आई एम जस्ट सजेस्टिंग ऐड, नवरात्रि आ रही है 9 दिन के लिए, ऐड फ्यू नवरात्रि थालीज, दिवाली आ रही है, ऐड पार्टी पैक्स कॉम्बोस, क्रिसमस आ रहा है, ऐड सच टाइप ऑफ items which are actually people want to order, add hot desserts, hot brownies, and tell people that you are doing that. So this is the kind of thing we can take this ahead, Shivani. Yeah, so these are a few kind of Swiggy Zomato campaigns and conversion. If you can see, sorry, the first screenshot I've added is a Swiggy's Diwali ad जो टीवी पे आ रही है, जो यूट्यूब की एड्स पे आ रही है, मैक्सिमम विजिबिलिटी है. These are the type of campaigns I'm talking about. Next is Happy Diwali, get up to 50% off, order safely on Zomato. This is a Zomato campaign for Diwali. Next is again Tummy Yummy Diwali campaign. Win Swiggy money worth 150 XYZ, play game आ जाती हैं, सब कुछ आता है, and this is a kind of attraction to people. Then there's a Pongal campaign. Then there's a Durga Puja campaign. And as we all know, Zomato's marketing team is hats off, amazing. So उनका structure, उनका making sure करना कि customers आ रहे हैं brand पे, is that you need to understand कि आपका brand customer के पास जब जा रहा है ना, वो right time पे जा रहा है, right product के साथ जा रहा है. ऐसा नहीं हो रहा कि वो wrong time पे wrong product जा रहा है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. And many times things happen like this. People don't add anything to the brand. Now you know in Navratri there will be very few people who will be ordering on Swiggy and Zomato because people prefer to cook hot and fresh, safe, sattvic food at home. They will not want to order from outside. But if you, in your only brand, if you add and if you actually make sure that आपने कुछ Navratri meals add कर दिए which are without onion garlic, people would feel good that okay, this is the brand. It is actually doing good. I remember when it was COVID going on, COVID just started, people got to know about, okay, COVID is something. Haldiram started something called Eco Thali, which was about to boost your immunity. People could relate to Haldiram. Wow, yeah, Haldiram is doing a great job. It is actually helping people. So this is the thing. We can take this ahead. Zomato Swiggy campaigns and conversion during festival season. What is the difference during festival time? During this time, these campaigns offer huge discounts to customers, which attract them even more, and the visibility is high. Diwali campaign is very important, very big campaign. Christmas, New Year के time पे, Pongal के time पे, Durga Puja के time पे, aggregators are actually investing a lot of money to capture new customer for them as well. Before you make money, they are making money. So they need more customers on these auspicious times. So what they do is they brand themselves everywhere on the hoardings or on the, you will go out, you will see big canvases, big post, and on Instagram, on YouTube, on your Snapchats, on your WhatsApp groups, you will see flyers being flooded to your message box and everywhere. So you need to understand when a aggregator, when the company itself is branding themselves at that moment of time, they want new customers. And you can take the advantage of it by just making sure कि आप उस टाइम में बहुत अवेयर हो. Your packaging should be crazy, I would use the word, at that moment of time. Your every order should be checked before like handing it over to the rider who's coming on your kitchen. So these are few checks that you need to make sure, and you need to take an advantage of all of these campaigns and all of the branding that Swiggy and Zomato is going to do for you. Your restaurant with the right account management can actually get a right and great new share for new customers if your quality speaks, and then they're going to retain. What I mean from account management, we have taken a webinar for this as well, कि आपका brand जब पोर्ट्रे कर रहे हैं हम लोग कस्टमर को, और यू आर पोर्ट्रेइंग योर ब्रांड टू द कस्टमर, आपका जो मेन्यू है इट इज वेरी एडिक्वेट, the quantities are mentioned, the descriptions are mentioned, the photos are actually making sure that the customer have that craving for your food, and your account management should be so strong that when you run an ad at that moment of time, you get an ROI of 4x or 5x. People don't understand. POC का कॉल आएगा, एड्स चला दो, चला देंगे. अरे, it is your restaurant, you need to decide. You need to make sure that you are setting your brand reputation in the right way, I would say. The only way I mostly and majorly call cost per click ads on Swiggy and Zomato as a steroidal boost. Why I call it a steroidal boost is कि आपने आज तो कर दिया कि हमने ads चलाई, business आ गया. But what about 6 months down the line? The first question when Shivani asked me to ask you guys, I asked you how do you vision your brand today and how do you vision your brand in year downside? Reason is आज आपका जो brand vision होगा वो होगा profit आना चाहिए. 1 साल बाद आपका brand vision होगा कि हम sustain कर जाए, बस उतना काफी है. I can bet you. Swiggy, Zomato tend to poke the customers during festival season. उनको push notifications आ रही होंगी, messages आ रहे होंगे, सब कुछ आ रहा होगा. Hey, miss ordering from XYZ restaurant, Diwali चल रही है, order for you. Hey, miss ordering for the friends group, get something like. So all of these campaigns, discounting, coupons, notifications, branding, क्यों चाहिए? कि इस टाइम पे स्विगी जोमेटो मैक्सिमम कस्टमर बेस लेके आ पाए आप लोगों के लिए, और अगर आप लोग इसको यूज नहीं करोगे, देयर इज नो पॉइंट. इस टाइम को इतना ब्यूटीफुल टाइम, और ये मैं इस टॉपिक पे इतनी एनर्जी क्यों दे रहा हूं बार बार, इज दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इस टाइम पे द कन्वर्जन इज इजी इन लेमन लैंग्वेज. पीपल ऑर्डर इजीली, maximum visibility, maximum traffic, and maximum orders. Aggregators make the maximum money in these festival months. Why is it not you who's making money? Make sure the pricing is right. Make sure your food costings are right. Many people don't know their food costing. I ask them how much your 500 ml dal makhni costs. They don't know it. They 100 rupees, 120 rupees, 150 rupees. Some say 30 rupees even to me. And I know that, okay, it is not possible. Because people don't know about it. People are dependent on the chefs. Chefs are dependent on their money. You are dependent on Swiggy. Swiggy is not dependent on their money. So it is you who's only dependent, and people are dependent on you with their takeaways as money. And you don't have any takeaway as money. So Swiggy Zomato promotes outlet who does it all right. आप वो करो जो वो चाहते हैं, you will get business in simple language. Your preparation time should be right. Your ratings should be right. Your menu conversion should be right. Repeat user ratio होना चाहिए. Repeat user ratio कैसे आएगा? मैंने आपसे आज खाना खाया and I liked your food, I will order again. So understand कि आपका जो भी metrics है, जो भी numbers है, वो सब align होने चाहिए, जो कि लोग नहीं देखते हैं. People are always into the operations, people are always into getting the right sourcing, which is right, but understand you need to make sure that you are understanding the market trend as well. आज से 4 साल पहले जो स्विगी का बिजनेस था वो आज नहीं. आई एम इनटू द बिजनेस फॉर लास्ट 7.5 8 years now. So prior to COVID the business was different. Today after COVID, 2 years after COVID, today the business is completely different. 2 years from now the business will be completely different again, because the market is changing and people do not change. People don't do any advancement. I am always on the ground, going to cafes, restaurants, clubs, cloud kitchens, home kitchens, fine dine restaurant, meeting new people, understanding their pain points, delivering them the right solution, understanding how and where are they lagging. And I always feel one thing, that people forget to advance themselves. फेस्टिवल टाइम पे इतना इंसिस्ट इसलिए किया जा रहा है, आप अपनी ऑनलाइन सेल्स को एक्चुअली बूस्ट कर सकते हो अगर आप इस टाइम पे हर चीज को क्लियरली लेके चलो. आपको पता है फेस्टिवल्स है, कैंपेन्स है, डिस्काउंटिंग जाएगी, आप न्यूज होना चाहिए. फेस्टिवल्स आ रहा है, जो फेस्टिवल आया 4-5 आइटम्स ऐड कर दो. कस्टमर ने गुलाब जामुन सर्च किया, आपका आइटम, आपका आउटलेट आ जाना चाहिए. कस्टमर ने क्रिसमस पे न्यू ईयर ब्राउनी सर्च किया, ब्राउनी फ्री भी में दे दो. व्हाट डज अ ब्राउनी कॉस्ट? 15 rupees. But with that 15 rupees, you are actually getting a free visibility. The customer opens your menu, and your menu should be that. So the whole funnel that people today call, there are many consultants in the market who come out with 5 in good jargons, which are like menu engineering and which are like funnel conversion, funnel metrics, and all that. But very few people understand what are these. एक कस्टमर को इंटरफेस पे लाने का काम है स्विगी का. उसके बाद उस कस्टमर को आपके ब्रांड पे लाने का काम है आपका. उसके बाद उस कस्टमर को आपसे ऑर्डर करवा के भेजने का काम भी है आपका. तो जो प्रॉफिट आना चाहिए वो भी आपको आना चाहिए, which many people forget to align. So I want everybody of us, or you guys, to understand, you do the right thing at the right time and your brand will be there in the market for a good period of time. Otherwise the failure rate is too high, guys. I've seen it. I see it every day. People, I said 3-4 lines in the starting, if you guys remember and or can relate to. Cloud kitchens are very viral, but the loss in cloud kitchens is not very viral. So understand, this is the time wherein you can actually have that market share. अभी इस time पे आपको free का market share मिलेगा. आपको पता है अभी नवरात्रि आ रही है. I take it as a key point. Add, if you're a North Indian brand, add Navratri thalis. If you're a South Indian brand, add South Indian Navratri thalis without Indian garlic, beautiful thalis. So understand, you need to make sure कि अभी आपकी वो brand clarity होनी चाहिए आपको, और customer को वो मिलना चाहिए उसको चाहिए, and you see that your business will grow. दिवाली टाइम पे you create party packs, you create eco packs, you create eco packs is eco friendly packs जो सस्ते में पेट भी भर दे, आपकी costings भी निकल जाए. Create packaging accordingly. Don't send in a combos. Who is asking you to guys to send a dal makhani in a 500 ml box? Send dal makhani as a combo in 250 ml small box. What is 250 ml? Nothing. Costings आ जाती हैं. Profitability लाने का simple तरीका है market share. Why today we cannot see any new aggregator apart from Swiggy and Zomato? Because Swiggy and Zomato ने वो duopoly बना ली है. उन लोगों ने वो market share ले लिया है. ONDC भी launch हो रहा है. We have many few advancement, many new aggregators coming up. But as of now, why there are only two? Because of the market share. So you need to make sure that your brand should have that market share. Swiggy Zomato promotes outlet, does it all right. Told you guys, during festival time, there is a lot of traffic incoming, and a good percentage of this share can be yours if done right. We can take this slide ahead, Shwani. Best time to launch a restaurant business for all the people who want to come into the business. Understand, I get it. Restaurant business is very romanticized, very fantasized. सब लोगों का passion है खाना, and everybody wants to come into the business. But my dear, this is a business. So passion turned into profession, but at the end it's a profession and it takes money and it gives you money. But when done right only. We, me, Shivani, Petpooja, or many more speakers have been there, will come. सबका intention एक ही है, आप लोगों को चीज बताना कि understand the business. If you plan to open an offline setup, this is going to be an amazing time to get the conversions, as you get to have a free market, which on other days you would pay to get that customers. For example, everybody has local markets in their area and everything. You go to your nearby market, nearby big market, जहाँ पे आपको पता है कि restaurants है, after 7:30 on festival days or on festival weeks, you will see a good footfall, a good rush. क्योंकि इस टाइम पे ना एक ऐसा माहौल होता है, एक ऐसी एनर्जी होती है, एक ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर होता है that people want to go out, enjoy the ambience, holistical experience चाहिए होता है, and people don't care to spend. जो माइंडसेट अभी डेवलप हो चुका है क्लाउड किचन में, that people don't spend, is that you need to understand that people will spend at the right time. मंथ एंड पे तो हम नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते ना एम्प्लॉय से that they spend. But when it's the start of the month or mid of the month, we can expect. Similarly, when it's festival time, people actually save money to enjoy that time. The cost of acquiring every customer during festival season is very low when compared to other months. Brands with curative and creative menu or dishes during this time are top of the charts as they are in everyone's searches. मैंने आज एक brand से, for example, it's Diwali after a week from now, just hypothetically, and I think there are a few messages which are coming in. Yeah, so sorry guys, I will entertain all the questions by the end of the webinar, and yes, please do not spam any. This is definitely a free workshop, free webinar, but with only one intention of not making money, but you guys make money. It's for you guys, so let's not spam the chat box, and let's focus on where we are and what we plan to. Nobody, trust me guys, nobody in the industry will give you this know-how, this setup at this level. So let's maintain that decorum for the seriousness and make sure that we do business. The cost of acquiring every new customer in offline setup is very low in festival season. मार्केट में ऑलरेडी भीड़ है, आपको समझ आ गया यार, आज तो 2000 लोग दिख रहे हैं आपको चलते हुए. Your board should be well lit. A guy should be outside with a menu to entertain people and call them inside and just give them a good, coming in, that okay, you come to us. When they are seated, your manager or somebody who's there or any spoke who's there in the restaurant goes to them, greets them, asks them how are they doing. So builds that relationship. इस टाइम पे, फेस्टिवल टाइम पे, everybody is out, everybody is enjoying. You make sure you make this as your advantage. इस टाइम पे if you play on the pricing, your price play would make you money, as people tend to spend more and are not very bothered about the pricing. In festival season, आप you are as well customers. When you go out with your friends and family during this time, you do not care about the pricing. आपको पता है अगर कोई चीज 200 या 200 रुपीस की पहले थी और फेस्टिवल टाइम पे 350 की मिल रही है, you will pay because you know okay this is festival time, everybody is earning. You give out, you shell out your money. इस टाइम पे you plan to open a restaurant, best beautiful right time. We can take this ahead and see about the online setup. If you plan to open a cloud setup, this is again going to be a great time as your burns would be less and visibility will be more. Cloud kitchen वाले जितने सब relate कर पाएंगे, स्विगी जोमैटो पे सेल्स लाने का आपको सिंपल तरीका समझ में आता है, या जो पीओसी आते हैं, डिस्काउंट चला दो, रेटिंग्स कर लो, मेन्यू कर लो, एड्स चला दो, बिजनेस आ जाएगा. कई केसेस में आता है, कई केसेस नहीं आता. देयर इज डिफरेंट होल टुगेदर strategy which we have taken previous webinars. But if you plan to open it right now, your cost of acquisition of every customer on Swiggy and Zomato will be less because the traffic is more. When traffic is more, your visibility is more. When your visibility is more, your menu is right, your account management is done right, you get that customer in the cost of pennies. Trust me when I say this. I have restaurant, okay, I have this restaurant, goes by the name Billu's Hut, 10-12 old year outlet, north part of Delhi. We have been working with them since last 4.5 years. We started with them when their Swiggy sales and Zomato sales combined was 3 lakh rupees a month. And today we are at a sale which is 52 lakh rupees a month, Swiggy and Zomato every day. I have stores who are doing 3,322 lakh rupees a day. Why? Because everything is done right. We have that market share for those kinds of brands. On a Diwali, I'll tell you an experience. Last year Diwali, I went to the outlet name which I just gave you guys, Billu's Hut. I went to this outlet and it's a continental outlet, serves local pasta and garlic breads and continental items. I could see 2-3 towers of food already half cooked just to be ready because orders are lined up like anything. People are actually doing big, great business. I have a store, I have a client by the name Gokul Pure Veg in Pune. We started with what, 6 lakh rupees a month for Swiggy and Zomato, and we are at already in 4 months or 5 months now, we're already in 24-25 lakh rupees, which is actually 45% of the total sales of the outlet in Pune area, because everything is done right. हम लोग मार्केट शेयर कैप्चर करने पे फोकस करते ही नहीं है. हम लोग फोकस करते हैं मेरा अगर एक ऑर्डर जाए तो प्रॉफिट में जाए, करेक्ट, बट फर्स्ट कैप्चर अ मार्केट शेयर फॉर द ब्रांड. And for every cloud kitchen owner who's coming into the business, guys, you see a lot of videos on Facebook, Instagram. Start a business of under 5 lakh rupees, make it profitable, start business from your home. No, business is business. You need to understand that if you're good at making food and if you are making sure that you are doing a business, you are investing as well. You need to take out money out of that business as well. So this time when you plan to open a cloud kitchen, clear up your mind, your headspace that your metrics should be right, time should be right. आप खोलो नवंबर के अंदर किचन अपनी, देखो बिजनेस कैसे आता है. जनवरी तक एक अच्छा मार्केट शेयर लेके आओ. फरवरी में बिजनेस थोड़ा डाउन जाएगा बिकॉज इट विल बी अ वेडिंग सीजन, एवरीबॉडी इज गोना गो आउट, वेरी फ्यू पीपल विल ऑर्डर ऑनलाइन. फिर बिजनेस खुल जाएगा. The timeline of the market, when I say that I come with experiences, I mean that different experiences, vast experiences, good, bad, worst, great, amazing. So the whole idea is that you need to understand what is the right thing for you. So if you're planning to launch a restaurant business right now online, you can do it. It is a great time. Just make sure that you do everything right, right photos, right menu. I'm repeating this again and again, again and again, so that you understand. Online, maybe you can actually play on the pricing in these months and the sales will boost. So yeah, I think the presentation would end. We can just take it to next and we will be open to questions. I think, okay, I missed on one slide. Very important thing when we launch our outlet. I have been insisting on these points in previous webinars as well, that when you plan to open, I believe that the outlet owners who are actually present, I can see 22 people who I know who want to open a restaurant, who have texted me on WhatsApp as well, and now they're here. Now, when you plan to open a restaurant, first of all, don't rush, relax. Nothing's gonna go anywhere, it's gonna stay. आपको ना जब स्विगी जोमैटो क्लाउड किचन की वीडियोस आती हैं फेसबुक पे, आप उनके कमेंट सेक्शन भी चेक करो, तो आपको दिखेगा दैट विद द गुड ऑफ द वीडियो वी हैव नेगेटिव कमेंट्स एज वेल. व्हाई? बिकॉज पीपल आर फेलिंग एट इट. सो अलाइन एवरीथिंग इन द राइट वे. स्विगी जोमैटो पे आप क्लाउड किचन चलाओगे तो मल्टीपल ब्रांड्स चलाओगे, राइट? So when you run multiple brands from a cloud kitchen, what you do is you opt a software for you, wherein you can actually integrate all the brands. You can actually understand and manage your business. Okay, just an example. I was telling you guys about Billu's at 52 lakh rupees sale a month. Old school outlet hai. The serving staff is 42 people. And I'm talking about online sales. Cash sales every day is 3.5 lakh rupees. I'm disclosing these numbers because that's a very family outlet. So we run everything so smoothly with the help of one pause, that is Petpooja. Okay, this is not that I'm promoting this because I'm on the platform. No, I am not that person. I encourage everybody, but I tell my people at least what is right and wrong and what is the best to choose from. So when you get a software for you and you integrate all your brands, you need to understand that software will help you to understand everything clearly in wide terms. What is your P&L? What is your takeaway? How is your inventory being managed? कितने लोग आ रहे हैं? कितनी tables आई? Everything. You need to understand that you should have that right access to the business. And as a pause, Petpooja gives you that solution. Make digital menus. Keep QR code scanners. Like every phone has QR code scanner. Just keep QR code on the tables or send QR code with the packaging so that people can actually scan that QR code and see a digital menu. And digital menus are very easy. Okay, this is a new in the trend, but it is easy for us that we can add on to that menus. Swiggy, Zomato, photos, social media, हर चीज अच्छे से maintain करो. And if you are actually a dine-in restaurants, I have mentioned Captain app, menu scanner, waiter calling, everything, KD system. So all of these things, all of these features that one pause is giving you is to make things easy for you. As I said, people are only concerned and focused in operations. They forget about automation. They forget about marketing. They forget about P&L. They forget about expansion. Do not waste your time, I will say. बहुत अच्छा सेशन आते हैं, वेबिनार्स आते हैं. Keep enjoying the webinars, understanding the webinars. We are putting so much energy, so much time in making these presentations for you guys. Understand from these presentations, from these efforts, we are coming up with academy as well with Petpooja, and I will be, or Petpooja and us are coming together for an academy where we'll be covering very clear topics that will be helping you guys to grow your business and which you can watch anytime. That will be like complete courses. Why all of these efforts? Why so much pure intention behind running the show for you guys is that you guys get benefit. There have been many videos on Facebook, Instagram, which I have seen. All the speakers are on sabbatical and are gone nowhere in the market. Automation चाहिए, चीजों को क्लियर करना है, P&L सॉर्ट करना है, इन्वेंट्री मैनेज करनी है, स्टाफ मैनेज करना है. Petpooja is the best pause for the people who are not using. Don't waste your time. And for the people who want to come into the business, first thing, take it at very eco-friendly price. So yeah, one. Second, कोई भी doubt आता है, we are always here. We are open to questions. Foodpreneur webinar series open to questions. We can take all the questions now.
First of all, thank you so much, Sarthak. That's love
Yeah.
I can see like you. I love it how amazing all your sessions are always. Genuinely. They're so honest, they're so good, and they're so informative. You don't bullshit around. So for that, first of all, can we have like a big thumbs up or a give clap for Sarthak? Because genuinely it was a very good webinar. This is something that was at the right time. That Sarthak reached out. Even I didn't reach out this time. And he was like, we have to do this. This is something every restaurant owner should know. So big thank you, Sarthak, for taking up this section. And while everyone is replying that, I'm going to start looking at the questions.
Yeah, I'll also just look up the questions. And it is great that people have been there. So the time that we are taking this webinar, 3.4, I believe many people would have had their lunch and would have been very lazy to relax or sab kuch. But I'm glad and feel great that people are active and actually have actually made sure that they listen to the complete webinar.
That's
Our
very
intention was is to give, right? So that's
true. So, Sarthak, of course, there are a lot of questions that are not going to start coming up mainly about Zomato and Swiggy, of course. So, couple of things that I would actually start a question with was I have noticed a lot of restaurants start multiple cloud kitchens or multiple listing on Zomato or Swiggy, specifically during restaurant or these festival times. Would you recommend this to people? Yes or no, and why?
first of all, cloud kitchen is a concept for multiple brands only. People who open a cloud kitchen with one brand, I don't know why are they doing that to themselves, because they are not going to get money out of it clearly. आप समझो 30-32% Swiggy Zomato will take from you. 25% gross discounting people will do. 30-35% is your food costing, variable costing. 15% is your fixed costing. You'll be running the show on minus 5-10%. And for how long? So you cannot never do that. Run multiple brands, capture maximum market share. In festival time, why people start new brand, new listing? Because first of all, listing is very easy to do. Okay. Second of all, when people actually do listings, they make sure your listings badi na time oriented hoti hai. Like I was traveling in somewhere in UP, and I had a fast that day a month back, and I wanted to order something which is very fast, easy, and not like जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा fried हो कुछ भी, very no onion garlic type food. And I opened Swiggy and I just in Hindi I wrote down Vrat, because fast is called Vrat in Hindi, and there was an outlet Vrat meals. And I opened that out and there were like only 7 items listed, all the fast items. And I ordered and I was like, great. And everybody who would have fast on that day would order from that particular outlet. People create these listings to capture new market share. And this is for the people who actually understand the business. So I'll be, there are people in the business, out of 10, 6 people would be like, they are just waiting. The advancement that they put into business is hope. That next month business will come, next month business will come, next month business. That's the only advancement is hope. And there are people who are like, they change the whole menu. They change the complete photo shoot. They change the complete packaging. They change the complete marketing strategy. They go out, spread the word, and make people know their brand. That's the kind of advancement people make. And actually, these are the brands who sustain and make money.
Very true. I think the moment you said that people look for dishes, not restaurant, I'm not a restaurant owner, but I'm the consumer. And that's exactly how we order every day, literally every day. So, exactly
So
with you. One more question, Sarthak. Of course, everyone keep putting your questions on because you're going to take that. You took one very interesting example in between right now. That was about Gokul's and another restaurant, which was
Will lose hut.
Billu's Hut. Correct. You mentioned a very important case study because a lot of people were asking when you talked about it.
And these are very low, and these are not brand chain outlets. I am handling brand chain outlets as well, but these are very self-made outlets who are actually making money, which people actually, when I tell you about these numbers, these are big numbers. 52 lakhs online sales is big.
It's amusing. I mean, when you say 52 lakhs online sales, can you tell us two, three things that you did which actually brought the first initial spike for the online ordering?
He all, like when I said that I was working with them for, I have been working with them for last 4.5 years, is उस ब्रांड ने एक चीज मेक श्योर करी, या इन ब्रांड्स के साथ हमने एक चीज मेक श्योर करी, टेस्ट कंसिस्टेंसी 1 एंड कस्टमर कंसिस्टेंसी. वी नेवर लेट आवर कस्टमर्स गो अवे. हमारा कस्टमर रिटेंशन एक ऐसा एस्पेक्ट है पूरी कंसल्टेशन का, दैट कस्टमर रिटेंशन शुड बी एट पीक. एंड व्हेन आई से दिस, फॉर द एग्जांपल दैट आई वाज गिविंग फॉर दिस ब्रांड कॉल्ड बिल्लूज, इस पे वी रन 0 एड्स every month. Last 4 months I have not been running any ads, because customer repeat इतना ज्यादा है that always the brand is on the top. गोकुल ब्रांड में हम लोग इतना लिमिटेड सीपीसी क्लिक्स रन करते हैं, डिस्काउंट कैलकुलेटेड रखते हैं, बर्न कैलकुलेटेड रखते हैं, हर चीज कैलकुलेट रखते हैं. हर ब्रांड प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं होगा अगर कैलकुलेशन ही सही नहीं होगी. हम लोगों का एक टारगेट behind these 2 brands or n number of brands that we're handling is the back end job. कितने customers आ रहे हैं, कितने रुक रहे हैं, where are the customers falling at, what are the reviews, what are the ratings. Our team, I have specific team of 4-5 people who are only reading reviews the whole day. The job for them is open your dashboards, just read reviews and see what are the selected repeat complaints. For example, there was this outlet who had complaints in chili potato back to back, alternate days. So we found out that, okay, this is a specific item which is falling out. इसको हटाओ या इसको ठीक करो. हमने एड्स रन करी, कन्वर्जन नहीं आया, तो देखा क्यों कन्वर्जन नहीं आया, कस्टमर ड्रॉप कहां पे हुआ. So there is a whole study behind.
Yeah, that's honestly very impressive if you're saying like such small changes have helped them get such good things. So, Sarthak, with this, after we take our questions again later, let's dive into audience questions. So, someone said, I have my concept ready. I'm interested to know how to take decisions on basis of analytics to launch my QSR project in Ahmedabad. That is also understanding how to use Zomato Swiggy to conclude numbers. Would you have some tips for this gentleman?
Yeah. So when you say that you have a concept for a QSR model in Ahmedabad, you need to understand that concept should relate to the genre, should relate to the gentry that you will be serving to in your radius. One. Second, you need to understand that once your concept is proof and idiot proof. When I say idiot proof, your concept should not depend on people's perception कि आपका खाना कैसा होगा, आपका खाना अच्छा होना चाहिए. Second, आप Swiggy, Zomato से how to use Swiggy to conclude numbers. Okay, use Swiggy and Zomato. One, Swiggy and Zomato is a free marketing यार. आप Instagram, Facebook marketing करते हो ना. How many customers do you get directly from social media? You cannot tally that in food delivery business. But Swiggy and Zomato, you can actually see कि मैंने एक अपना brand list किया and I am getting, if you're getting 10 orders a day, at least you're getting a 10 customers every day retention. So when you, and or with numbers or analytics to observe or read prior to opening the restaurant, first thing need to be made sure is what is the hot items or USP of specific restaurant in the area and how you are creating a difference with them. Second, what kind of people, what spending capacity these kind of people have in that area, and your price play should be accordingly. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए you go to an area which is very student oriented or employee centric and you open a QSR which has very high price. People will not order. You need to understand the market, your price play, your food costings, everything. So Swiggy and Zomato से marketing भी मिलेगी, conversion भी आएगा, business भी आएगा.
Very agreed. I think super point. I think Anurag, it was your question. I hope it gets answered. If not, you can reach out to Sarthak directly too. Do not worry. He'll definitely.
I can see Anurag. Anurag is raised.
Yeah, that's why I can also see him. I'm sorry we can't unmute you. That's our protocol for the webinar. But thank you. It's a great question.
How gracefully, Anurag, just a compliment for you, how gracefully Anurag is actually writing down the point, which is beautiful. This is what this webinar creates, and I feel so glad for that.
I mean, thank you so much to the community, to be honest. Like, you guys are so faithful and so regular that we love curating new topics for each and every one of you. With this, the next question is, we were talking about multiple cloud kitchens, Sarthak. So when we did the entire costing of a single cloud kitchen, it was something that was coming in probably a negative balance. But how does the logic of running multiple cloud kitchen and everything work? Because I'm assuming a lot of them are cloud kitchen owners who are going to do multiple.
I will tell you, yeah, for all the cloud kitchen owners, I'll give you a very easy, free to go tip. One, when you onboard your brands, try and onboard your brands at lesser commission. Fight for it, you will get it. It's in other ways, I will say it. Onboard your brands at lesser commission. No, I just tell people to so the whole idea is you onboard brands at lesser commission. You talk to the POCs that, okay, I cannot onboard a brand at 25, 26% or 30%. Onboard a brand at 21, 22%. Then your price play should be accordingly. Your discounting should be accordingly. For example, if you are giving a 120 rupees discount because that's a discount centric market, talk to your POC that I cannot burn 120 rupees, sir. I am giving you ads as well. Something you give me in return. Take discount sharing. Somebody asked, can Swiggy, Zomato give discount sharing? Yes, they do. Talk to them. Talk to us. We can help you get them in other ways. But yes, in all the way of running a business, multiple brands ke saath, I'll give you a number chart. आपका 20% फॉर एग्जाम्पल या 21% कमीशन होता है. 5% is the GST which Swiggy or Zomato takes additional to the customer. 1.5-2% is the gateway fees. For example, total comes is 26-27%. Make sure discounting is not more than 18% in total. So when your discounting is not more than 18, what people do is average gross discounting of people today or maximum people in this active list is 25%. So when I tell you that, okay, you are only shedding 41% with Swiggy's commission and discounting, and keep 5 to 7% for promotion, not more than that. 47% in total, 53% you're getting in your pocket. Now when you're getting that 53%, make sure your price play या जो भी आपका मेन्यू का प्राइस है वो सारा पीएन उस 53% के अंदर ही आना चाहिए. आपको एक दाल मखनी के 100 रुपए चाहिए, पुट द प्राइस हाइक कंसिडरिंग कि आपने सब उसके अंदर मैट्रिक्स ऐड कर दिए हैं. फॉर 100 रुपीज दाल मखनी, पुट द प्राइस एज 250 रुपीज. उसके अंदर से डिस्काउंट कटेगा, फिर कमीशंस कटेंगी, कुछ एड्स कटेंगे, यू विल गेट योर अमाउंट. In that 53% that you're going to get, you will actually make money that will be somewhere about 10 to 12%. And also profit will never going to be more than 15%. This is the strict metric which I'm telling you.
I mean, very interesting.
So
multiple
मल्टीपल ब्रांड्स के साथ आप लोग, फॉर एग्जांपल, मल्टीपल ब्रांड का मतलब नहीं आपने 10 ब्रांड डाल दी तो हर ब्रांड पे एक ही ऑर्डर आएगा, मतलब 10 ऑर्डर दिन के पक्के हो गए. नहीं, मल्टीपल ब्रांड के साथ क्या होता है, व्हेन यू विल सर्च फॉर अ दाल मखनी एंड यू आर गेटिंग 25-30 outlets, and out of that 30 outlets, out of your 10 outlets, you can see your customer can see your 4 outlet. So the probability of that one customer coming to your roof, under your roof or your kitchen increases. So that is the whole idea.
Fair, makes a lot of sense, Sarthak. Thank you so much for sharing this. One question someone asked between you were saying this was, do you help in negotiations for all these things?
Yes. We can definitely help you with all kinds of. It's not about negotiation. It's about strategizing. So I will understand. So we understand what is your burn, what is your brand story. Everybody has different brands, different brand story. From our first webinar, we started with a brand called Virasate that's in Ahmedabad only. The first webinar which I took with Petpooja, and after that we have got so many brands in that area. So we have made that brand specifically was running a CPC of 2 lakh rupees a month. And the brand owner was not even aware about it, guys. And I openly take names of my brand because I am so clear about what I deliver. And today that brand is actually has cut down all the negatives and actually has crossed break even.
That's lovely.
Because, the reason, because अब एक brand owner को तो नहीं पता, POC ने बोला 2 लाख का CPC चला दो, चला दिया. Business आ रहा है, 10 लाख की सेल कर रहे हैं, अकाउंट में 2 लाख रुपए आ रहे हैं. 10 लाख की सेल पे 2.5 लाख रुपए डिस्काउंट चला गया. उसके बाद आई वुड से 2.5 लाख और कमीशन टैक्सेस चले गए. 2 लाख रुपीज उसमें से आपका एड्स चला गया. मतलब यू डिड अ ग्रॉस सेल्स ऑफ 10 lakh rupees and you're getting what 3.5-4 lakh rupees in your account, or 2.5 lakh rupees. What is the point of doing the business? So that is the thing.
For everyone right now in the audience, we will be taking last 5 to 10 minutes of questions because we have a hard deadline of 4:30. It's already 4:20. How's the food quality of Virasate curry? Someone is asking if you want to take that up, or else I also have like another question.
Guys, I see. Okay, when you look at me, I am not okay. I am a foodie, but I don't eat a lot. I prefer a healthy lifestyle. But food quality, मैं customer reviews से पता कर लेता हूँ. Trust me, there are times whenever I'm in a vicinity, I order food from our clients to check if they are doing a good job or not. We opened, so there was a new cloud kitchen, had to open in the nearby vicinity of my office, and they took some consultation from a wrong consultant and they lost good money. Then they got to know about us. We started about their work. We opened that cloud kitchen yesterday there. The first order that we did was from our team to understand how that brand is doing. That brand ordered, so I will not take the name, and the kitchen ordered the food a little late. I called the brand owner, told them that, okay, this is not going to work. This is not the way things should work. So from day one, or I will say from day 0, you need to plan. And yes, Virasate is a cloud kitchen only. When I tell you about this brand called Gokul Pure Veg in Pune, this brand is actually, I have seen that brand owner's intention towards the brand. Shivani, I'll show you. This is a file. I have it on. This is a file. This is an SOP file,
Wow.
and
You remember
this
the
is
65, 60 pages file that you were talking about, right?
yeah, yeah. So the idea is that these are just the SOPs, for example, and kitchen setup is different, food costings is different, numbers I am telling you. So अब ये profitable brand है. So this is the thing. Ankit Kashyap.
I actually agree a little with them because I think the way people send out reviews are only because thodi bhadas hoti or anything like that. But I wouldn't say it's always the thing. They also, you have to sometimes rely on it. At times they are just wrong, but not always, I feel. Because जब बुरा लगता है तभी वो लोग review लिखते हैं usually. At least we have seen in that case because I am also a consumer a lot of times.
Customers see when so we perform different strategies of giving good food to the customer. When exactly you are actually giving good food, kai customers, it is a mentality, log acha khana kha ke फटाफट से relax, maza aa gaya khana kha ke. They would compliment in themselves but not on the platform. But if the food is bad, they will go on the platform and they will tell it to everybody, okay, this outlet is this that, but a sentiment hurt ho jata hai. But you need to make sure you talk to that customer in any way which is possible. Zomato आपको mail आता है, you reach out to the revert on that mail. Every mail on that Zomato bad review should be reverted. That you can contact us on this number. With every food order that is being delivered, just give a regards or a thank you card.
Agreed.
So this is the thing.
Agreed. Sarthak, with this, we'll be taking last two questions because you're coming close to our closing time. But for those who want to reach out to Sarthak or Petpooja or anyone for that matter in the community, a form is getting circulated. You can just go fill the form. Sarthak के पास directly वो पूरा form जाता है where him and his team can reach out. For other matter, you can just directly go follow him on Tech Taste Foods page and message him. Sarthak, I
I
read
posted
one message that you didn't reply to a couple of messages. So you have to, after this, you have to reply.
guys, आप लोग मुझे सीधा call. Okay, with the sheet also I've given my number here. In that sheet also Shwani and team will add my number. You guys just directly reach out to me, call and text me. I'll respond to everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sarthak. Sarthak, there's a question over here by Viraj. Hey, we should
Hey,
invest more in ads or in giving higher discounts to the customers. I think this is a very great question. Everyone asks this. I'm asking this after I have done the account hygiene as told by you in earlier webinar.
yes. So if your account hygiene is good, if you think that your account hygiene, according to you and according to the way we suggest, is all done and is all great, you need to understand you need to invest in ads. You can invest in ads, and by higher discounting, understand higher discounting is very subjective to what is your pricing. आप अगर 200 rupees या 300 rupees, what is your AOV? If your AOV is 300, 350 rupees and you're giving a discount of 150 rupees, that is too high. Don't do that. Discounting should be aligned to your ticket size, your AOV one, and you must invest in ads, but carefully. When you have done your hygiene, understand at what time your brand is getting maximum orders. For example, 7 to 9 is a time when you're getting maximum orders, dinner time. Run an ad that time. POC will run an ad in lunch time, breakfast time. That's not going to give you any returns.
Correct.
You need to make about your brand. So yeah.
Okay, I hope Viraj that answers your question. And with this, we'll be taking a last question from our audience. If you think that you want to reach out to Sarthak offline, you can definitely do. And thank you, Shruti. Thank you so much. I love it that you're sending such great messages and you've been very active throughout the chat. I really love it. Sarthak, so before we end today's webinar, uh, what is that one tip, if you have to say in one line to our clients, that abhi tak festival season chalu nahi hua hai. It's going to just start. Like today is Eid technically. So today itself it just started, right? What would you recommend people to do the first thing if they're not going through the entire process? Maybe they are single standing proprietors taking care of the entire business. What is that one or two things, let's say, that they have to compulsorily do after this webinar?
First, be very creative with your menu and particular keywords. Somebody has like just asked a question on keywords. Be very particular on keywords. on cuisines. For example, if you are a North Indian outlet and want to come into the Navratri setup, give thalis, Navratri thalis, healthy thalis, and without onion garlic thalis. Give descriptions, add to your menu, real time, according to your cuisine. I definitely, if you're a continental item outlet or continental cuisine outlet, you cannot do that. On Diwali's, create combos. This is the most easiest thing and most quickest way that you can actually add a change on your brand. One. Second, this is the time wherein you make sure आप हर campaign में aligned हो. You are in all the traffic channels, all the revenue windows that are active on Swiggy and Zomato. So real time menu पे active रहो with your when I say festivals coming in, be active on your menu, on your cuisine specificity, and make sure that your marketing plan is clear for the next 3 months. And this is the time where you actually can make money, trust me. This is the time for restaurant owners. Maximum time, maximum business time. Do not waste any day.